what we did, we asked our team. I don't usually like break a season into segments or anything along those lines, but we did have 3 games here at the beginning that were similar. Simply, they were on our home court and against 3 teams that we think are going to be good this year. And so we just asked our team to guard for 3 games, and then that'll get us to the islands. And our guys really have defended for 3 games. We told them that the defense that we played in our last game 3 nights ago was really, really good, but there's a lot of room for improvement. I think we really improved tonight. Our rebounding was much better in the second half. They only got 3 offensive rebounds in the second half. And at times our defense was suffocating, and that's what we're after.
Coach, you mentioned Cubs' ability to score entering the game, and you guys held them to 1 of 9. What do you like about your ability to defend them?
Yeah, so we did put several people on them, and then we also switched some screens, so there were multiple guys guarding them. The 2 guys that really are good perimeter scorers are Matt Turner and then Michael Cubbage. Both of those guys took a lot of shots and were inefficient, but I give our defenders a lot of credit for that. They really were determined to be a defensive unit. Early in the game, we were struggling to score a little bit, but our defense was consistent throughout.
Coach, second straight game that you're dealing with a dynamic guard. You threw a lot of looks at Cubbage, as you did Jaleel Jenkins. How valuable is it when you have guys like Jalen Cobb, Ghazi, Portley, where you can just continue throwing defensive bodies at these guards and really neutralizing them and making them practically non-existent on the court?
Well, our athleticism is better than it's been. And I think Ertan Ghazi really gives us a lot because he's so strong and athletic that he can guard, multiple positions. He's very physical. But you're right, Jalen Cobb coming off the bench, his athleticism made a difference. Tyrone Perry, Chris Austin, those guys guarded as well.
Coach, you've gone 11 deep at this stage of the season. It is out of conference. Are you trying to kind of feel out which players you want to be in the rotation more, or are you just that comfortable going that deep in the depth chart?
Well, I think every coach, I shouldn't say every coach, but a lot of coaches this time of year, especially when you have newer players or guys, like who've been in your program but maybe haven't played as much, you're trying to figure out who's going to do what. And we do use the phrase that every game is different. So, for example, Chris Austin tonight, because of what this game presented, really did a good job and, filled his role. Joel Soriano is another one that showed improvement. So all these guys are striving to be trusted by their teammates, and they're striving to get out there on the court and help their team. And so, everyone takes a different timeline to get there.
What do you see in Portley that you like?
Yeah. So AP is what we call him, has been incredibly consistent. And what I mean by that is he is certainly our smartest basketball player. And I think everyone on our team would tell you that. He does things that show up in leadership. He does things that are just the brains of our team. And he really needs to be on the court. That's how important he is. He gets everyone else situated and organized. So if he is having a great game offensively, that's good as well. But his importance is so much bigger than a box score.
How about, this is unreal about the game of the whole day here at Fordham, the homecoming with football, you guys at night. What does that mean for Fordham?
Yeah, no, I think it's been a really cool weekend. They had soccer in town as well out there on the field. Obviously football didn't win today, but the environment on campus it's a special thing here in America that we take for granted, like how cool college campuses are, but also how athletics is intertwined. If you go over to Europe, it's 2 totally separate entities. And so we've got this really cool thing, like homecoming happens, where all these people come back to their university. It's just a fun weekend. So the point is, I think it was a great weekend for Fordham. And then I'm also happy that we were able to get this done tonight.
Coach, we know that you're emphasizing playing a more of an inside-out style with Chuba and Oni, but something that opens up are open shooters from beyond the arc. And tonight, 7 of 18, it really looks like this team is starting to find its groove from beyond the arc. What do you like about what you're seeing right now from the balance inside to out?
Yeah, we certainly have a long way to go with that groove. But you're right, we did some good things. It was an interesting game because they started in zone. We certainly didn't expect that. John Dunn, who is from here in New York, is a man-to-man coach. He's a terrific man-to-man coach. But we saw a lot of zone in the first half. So the inside-out idea that we have, it didn't exactly show up the way we expected to start the game. But again, this is a growing process. Every game's going to be a little bit different. Some games we're going to get in the post a lot. Some games we're going to drive it. We do need to attack inside out, and we did a good job tonight.